Hey everyone, it's Dominique from Blogging My Undies, and I have huge news. We were sledding earlier, and the V-Man was playing with his tongue in his mouth, which he doesn't do very often. So I managed to stick my thumb into his mouth because he really doesn't like anything going in his mouth other than food and more food. And I noticed that there was a huge gap between, or a space between his bottom teeth, and I started panicking, wondering, if he had been in an accident. And then I noticed there was a bunch of scrambled eggs in his teeth. That was pretty gross. But, the gap is what concerned me because he wasn't sledding with us, and there was no information in his school notebook about any kind of accidents or anything. So I managed to get my finger and my thumb in there, and I, ran my finger along, and one of the teeth had moved. One of his, little tooth moved. So I know, this is a typical age, where kids start to lose their teeth between, 5 and 7 years old or whatnot. And he's 6. So I've been trying to mentally prepare for it, but I didn't expect to find out this way. But I guess it could be worse. I could be finding out with, no tooth at all there. So I'm trying to keep an eye on him to make sure that he doesn't, choke on it. I know it's really small, but that's my kind of luck. That he doesn't choke on it or that he doesn't try and shove it up his nose because we're coming very close to our 1 year anniversary of him shoving a carrot up his nose without us knowing. So pretty much everything goes up there, or he tries. He tries bank cards, wallets, our fingers, dog fur, like their ears. He'll try and shove their ears up his nose, and strips of paper. So he's had minimal success in putting things up his nose, and we try to keep the small things away from him, of course. And I'm debating on pulling the tooth out, once it's hanging by a thread or something. Right now it's pretty wobbly, and I think it could stay in there depending on his diet for the next week. It might stay there for 1, maximum 2 more weeks. I posted on my Facebook page inquiring what to do and for advice. Thank you so much for all of the tips. A friend of mine is a healthcare nurse here for children, and she said it's not common in Finland to go to the dentist if your child's tooth is loose. You just let it fall out, unless, something dramatic happened, like they fell down the stairs and the tooth popped out, then, and it wasn't loose to begin with, then, you might want to go see the dentist. But we're just going to hope that it happens naturally and that, we can find it so that way he can have the experience of the tooth fairy. We haven't really decided what to give him. I haven't talked to the hubster about it yet, but I thought maybe giving him a little gift card to somewhere because he's been practicing paying whenever he's grocery shopping with me, or he can choose something when he's grocery shopping with me. So I thought maybe having a little gift card for him, and he can pick his favorite biscuits or his favorite apples or whatever, or maybe a toy. He can do that with a little gift card under his pillow, or because if we give him money, if it's cash, in a bill form, he's just going to rip it or try to shove it up his nose or lose it. And if it's a coin, again, he's going to try and shove it up his nose. So, bit of a safety concern. At least with a gift card, I know it won't go up the nose. So, here's hoping that his tooth comes out soon because I'm really excited, but it really grosses me out, and I kind of want to, help him pull it out because I remember when I was a kid, my dad didn't do the whole, tie a string, slam a door trick. What he did was he got me to get a plastic yellow cup of cold water, and my mom would be working at the restaurant doing an evening shift, and we would be watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, and my dad would wait until commercial break, and he would wiggle it, a little faster and a little harder, and he would count to 3, and he'd be like, "All right, Dominique, 1, 2, 3," and he'd just hook his finger in there and pop it out. And it was terrifying, but exciting at the same time because, the tooth fairy came the next day. So I don't want to traumatize my child because obviously 20-something years later I still remember this. But at the same time, I want him to have a positive experience with losing his teeth because it looks like the others are shifting already from the growing one, the adult one that's coming in. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!